In this first example of how light works, we're going to explain how light interacts with an object, how it casts a shadow, and how tones degrade. We're using different kinds of pencils, soft and hard, all of that in this step-by-step tutorial. Our first step will be to use our artificial light to project light following the direction of the subject. We shall use the hard pencil now, which means an HB, B, B1 and up. The shadow of the object is going to be reflected on the surface, right where we have the wall. Using the trajectory line of the light, we are going to make the outline of our object's shadow. Light interacts in different ways when it hits an object. The areas where the object is facing the light directly are called core light areas. When an area is reflecting the light, this area is called a highlight. And the halftones or midtones are those areas where light starts to fade into darkness. We start to darken our sketch. We need to give it a tone and nothing is actually white except for direct light. Let's work from lightest to darkest to make this process simpler. We'll start from the lowest layer and then we'll go up. It's simpler because we began with a darker tone and we can use it as a guide. Now, using a softer pencil like B2, B3 and so on, we add some intensity. We must remember that in order to achieve the shadowy effect we need to have a high contrast. So let's add some shadows fairly dark. But wait, this doesn't mean we are going to make a stain or a completely black circle. Depending on the kind of pencil you use, you're going to achieve a different texture. If you use a soft one, it might yield a fuzzy result, while the hard one is going to leave a more natural and on-point degrade. The darker the deeper. This is a slow process, but the results are pretty good, so be patient. Look at this white curve. When we finish with the dark spots, we're going to draw this line with a similar tone as the above, because the object we're drawing has a smooth and reflected surface. Light jumps and hits the lower part of the object. We are left with a not so strong light. This light is not direct but reflected. In other words, it is a dim light. It will help us highlight the contour of the figure among the shadows. This is how we can join the shadows with the dim light. Let's clean this a little bit so we can improve the highlight area. This way, light looks more realistic upon an object with a reflecting effect in the surroundings.